Hey, Inflatables Captain here. Welcome to another episode. If you like videos that you've seen so far, click subscribe at the bottom, like the video, send me a note, make a comment, would love to answer. First thing is, I've been asked many times, what kind of products do I use or recommend for my sibs and ribs? And I've put out a few here that I use and that I think are good products. First of all, let me indicate that I am not endorsed by, supported by, given money, or any free product from any company. These are what I found work the best, but also have the best value, because just spending a lot of money on a product doesn't mean it necessarily works. So the first thing, oftentimes people are asking on many forums and RibNet and other places, what do you use to clean your boat to prep it for patches? Here in California, you can't get MEK or toluene, so this is a substitute, just plain paint or solvent. I recommend this over straight acetone because acetone is a little bit harsh, a little bit rough, going to be a little bit rough on your boat. You want to clean all that glue off. You can use a green scrubby. You can even use some light sandpaper, but be careful not to take material off your boat because that's going to weaken your boat. Those work well. And then on your patch, you also want to rough it up with a brush or some kind of an item just to rough, take the sheen off, and then also use the MEK or cleaner, painter solvent, toluene to prep it. And then you're going to follow the instructions for 1 or 2 part glue. See my other videos about patching. Okay, you can also use this if you've got some other gunk that gets on your boat. I've had some tar and some other places, especially out of Southern California. This works well for that. All right, we'll set that aside. All right, the next thing is, how do you just get the general discoloration off your boat, the wear that's on there, and just, being in the ocean, all that stuff. Probably there's only one product, and this is going to be the one time I recommend one product that I think works the best, and that's going to be Inflatable Boat Cleaner by NRS. I buy it in the gallon size. I'll talk about that in a little bit, and then I pour it into a spray bottle. Now, what you want to do is wash your boat first. We'll talk about washing your boat in a minute. Wash your boat first, and then in a small area, probably no more than about 4 linear feet, you're going to spray this stuff on. Don't do it in the direct sun because your boat dries real quick, and this will actually work too fast and dry on, and you'll leave streaks. That's okay if you leave streaks. Just spray a little bit more on, clean it off with water. So you're going to do a 4-foot section, spray it on, kind of scrub, spray it off. You'll see a noticeable difference right away. Don't worry that your boat now looks kind of a flat color or muted or anything like that, because you're going to get it back later. Okay. For cleaning the salt off of your boat, off of all your stainless steel, your upholstery, your engine, all of that, probably the 2 products that I find the best is Salt Away and Salt Off. Salt Off is a West Marine product. Salt Away is another great boat product from a good company. Here's the answer to which one is best. Whichever one is on sale. Buy it in the gallon size. West Marine will have sales several times a year on their brand of product, and it'll be a great deal. If you spend more than $99, it's free shipping. I usually buy 2, 3, or 4 gallons of something at a time. That gives me the best bang for my buck. Put this in your garden sprayer, put this in your pressure washer canister, whatever you want. You don't do it straight. I mix it with a little bit of Dawn detergent or some other boat cleaner, and I clean my whole boat with it, as well as the engine. Now, for getting that engine clean, you need a set of rabbit ears. Everybody knows what those are. Or if your boat has that plug, you take the screw off, you put the little fitting in there, then you attach the hose to this. You put the salt off. It generally, some colors are blue. You put it in this canister, you start your engine, you run it until the water runs clear, both in this and out of your motor. Sometimes I'll even add a little bit of Dawn just to get any greasy types residue and stuff that might be in there. All right, next up. Sometimes inside your boat, especially underneath, because water drains underneath in that, call it your bilge or the underneath spot that you can't really get to, it gets kind of stinky, and especially if you live in a climate that you can't really get it dry right away. What I do is I use West Marine Bilge Cleaner because it's the best price. It's got an orange scent, flavor, whatever you want to call it. I literally pour it straight at the front of the boat, which is my anchor hold, let it drain through and just kind of run through. And then as I clean my boat, I just run copious amounts of water through that until it doesn't come through sudsy anymore. All right, well, how do you clean your boat? What kind of product? Dawn dishwashing liquid works great. I also use boat soap. I happen to get this boat soap from West Marine because they had it on sale. You just need a light detergent for cleaning everything. You want to not just spray it on and wash it off. You need something to agitate or something on there. I use a mitt and green scrubbies to kind of go over everything. The mitt, especially on the stainless steel, you want to scratch those. But then anything that needs a little bit of scrub, do that, and that works great. Okay. If I've really got some grease or whatnot in the boat or a lot of dirt or whatnot, Purple Power, this is a Walmart product that you can get. It's real inexpensive. It's a little bit heavier duty detergent. I put this in there. It works great. Anything that'll cut grease, anything that'll cut dirt and grime, hey, use it. But again, what I recommend is don't buy little spray bottles, and I'll talk about why I have those. Don't buy little spray bottles because that's the most expensive per ounce. You want to buy it in a gallon. You want to buy multiple gallons, stow it away, you'll use it during the year. Okay, now what do you do once you get your boat clean? Well, sometimes you can't get it all clean and you've got some rust stains, especially if you use your boat around the ocean. And even if you don't use around the ocean, you can still get stained. I like Starbright's rust stain remover as well as West Marine's rust stain remover. Why do I have both? This was on sale at one point. Both of these work well. What I do is I'll spray it on, wait 5 minutes, take a bronze brush or other scrub brush and scrub it, then spray it on again and just let it sit, and then come back a day later and do it again. I can get all of the grease out of fiberglass, gel coat, or on metal surfaces using this if I work on it a couple of days. But if you work on it all the time, any place that's starting to develop some rust, then you don't develop these real long rust stains in your gel coat. All right, for cleaning the boat, what do you do after you've used the NRS and inflatable boat cleaner? Well, you're going to have that dull, flat look on your Hypalon or your PVC type of material on your boat. 303 protectant has got to be the best stuff. Now listen, do not under any circumstance ever use Armor All or an Armor All type product. You will basically kind of ruin your boat from being able to patch it in the future or do some other things. Never use Armor All product. Use specifically this product. 303 is the best protectant out there. It'll make your boat shine, make it look brand new, and it gives it some protective coat. I don't use it every time I go out on the boat, probably about every other, or maybe every other third time that I go out on the boat. Likewise, I don't use the NRS every single time unless I got a grime and stuff like that. So over the course of the summer, out 8 to 10 trips, I might use it twice. And then every time you're going to use this, you definitely use the protectant. After that, you got to do that. But I'll also use the protectant times where I haven't used the NRS just to give it that sheen look. All right, now what do you do about all that gel coat, fiberglass, even your stainless steel, other types of surfaces? I like this Meguiar's cleaner wax. You can get Meguiar's at any auto parts store. Walmart seems to have the best price. Again, I get a gallon container, I throw it in a spray bottle. Why did I have these? They came as an introduction, or I buy this, get this free. And so I always pour it into the small containers. It's easier to handle. But this cleaner wax right here is great on any surface. I use it on the motor, the cowling, the engine, every place. Spray it all on, copious amounts, and then I wipe it off. Use the same rag just for that, and then I take that rag, or even better, an old t-shirt, and I put it in a Ziploc bag, because that's going to be the rag I use next time. Why? Because it's already impregnated with all of the cleaner, and you're not sucking it all up in a new t-shirt or a rag. So that's it. Again, if you like the information, if you've got other questions, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, send me a note, and I'll follow up with other videos. Thanks very much. This is the Inflatables Captain. Happy rib boating.